All right, welcome to Women Who Code Career Services Day. I'm Victoria Guido, one of the Directors of Growth for Women Who Code DC, and I'm here with one of my co-organizers, Sabahat.
Morning, everyone. Welcome to our second ever Career Services Day. I am a front-end freelance developer, and I'm so happy that everyone is here.
Yes, this is great. So Sabahat, you had the first idea to do a Career Services Day like this back in the spring of last year. And part of my role as Director of Growth for Women Who Code is to make that dream happen. And that's why we're all here today. So really appreciate all the organizers who could come together and make this happen. We're just going to go through a couple of intro slides here. And then what's going to be happening throughout the day is that people will be signing up for one-on-one mentorships, portfolio reviews, resume reviews, and then we'll have our first speaker start at 11 a.m. So just to get things kicked off, if you're not familiar with Women Who Code, our mission is to inspire women to excel in technology careers. And we envision a world where women are proportionally represented as technical leaders, executives, and so on. We welcome everyone to our events. As long as we're keeping that mission in mind, which is also inclusive of people who identify as a woman, and transgender, and non-binary people as well. With that, that's also important to remember our code of conduct. So we want to keep this an inclusive community, making an empowering experience for anyone who attends or participates, regardless of gender, etc. So what that means, in a virtual life, you might post a comment that's inappropriate and you might get blocked or banned, and that has happened before. If you do notice any code of conduct issue or you have anything happening to you, you can reach out to myself or the other organizers. You can go to read the full version of this code of conduct on our website here. I'm available over Twitter, on Slack. We also have an email address, I believe, that people can use to report issues. And we do try to address those as quickly as possible. Okay, so this is our full agenda for today. We're kicking it off now, so you can get some feedback on how to get started. And then the one-on-ones will start in about 30 minutes. And then we have a number of speakers coming out through today. I'm really excited for each of these. They have a lot of good content to share with all of you, and we're going to be hearing about their careers in technology, so very exciting. Sabahat, did you want to add anything to this?
No, I think it's pretty straightforward. Just to everyone should keep in mind, the speakers are going to be throughout the day as they're slated on the schedule, but people can go in and out of the speaker sessions. You can take a look at this schedule, see if there's some speakers that you particularly want to attend, and make sure your one-on-ones are scheduled around that. So that the idea is you go in and out, go to your one-on-ones, come back, and then if you're not doing any of those things, feel free to hang out with us on Slack, engage with other participants, talk to other volunteers that you don't have appointments with necessarily, and all that information on how to get on Slack is in the participant information packet, which everyone should have got through their meetup. So, yep, that's it.
And these will also be available afterwards. So these, if you miss one, don't worry, you can go back and catch it later.
Yep.
Yep, awesome. Thank you so much. All right. So this is our flyer for the event. Oh, my dog is trying to join in. Just a little bit more about our amazing speakers, and we're just so excited to have you, as well as for our sponsors on the bottom here. My company, SDSI, is sponsoring through the use of our Zoom and our volunteers as well, helping to organize the event. And Research Innovations has also been a big help for today with some of our swag orders coming out, right?
Yes, thank you so much to both of our sponsors for their contributions. And yeah, like you mentioned, we are going to be giving away some swag from the Women Who Code DC online swag store. So double check the participant information packet for a link to the form if you want to sign up to get swag. We are limiting it to the first 20 to 30 people who sign up. There might be an opportunity for more swag a little later. So even if you're late signing up later in the day, if you want to be included for potentially more swag later, go ahead and put your name in anyway. So thank you so much to both of our sponsors, STSI and Research Innovations. We so appreciate it.
Absolutely. This is great. I'm excited for that swag. Gotta have swag. So just for the one-on-one meetings that y'all are going into, there is a link to sign up. So make sure that you go there and view which volunteers that you want to meet with, open their calendar and book an appointment. And you'll automatically get a calendar invite with a Zoom link that you can join at the time of your appointment. You might also just need to manually record that appointment time if for some reason you don't get the notification.
And just really quickly about that, I think there's been a couple of feedback from people who were not seeing necessarily a Zoom invite in their calendar invite or a Zoom link in their calendar invite. I think rest assured, all the volunteers are aware that they have this invite on their calendar. If you set it through their scheduler, then they got that notification. So they'll be aware of whether there's a Zoom link or not. And if for some reason there's no Zoom link within the invite itself, they will send you their own Zoom invite room. So don't worry about that. There will be a way to actually talk to your volunteer.
Mm-hmm. And if you do have a problem, you can always reach out over Slack or on the Meetup page. We've got a couple of volunteers monitoring all the different channels that we have going, so we can make sure that you get help with getting connected to who you need to. And then we will send out a survey after the event to just ask for your feedback on the experience and how we can do better next time, since it's the second time we've done this event, and we'll definitely be doing more in the future. Like I mentioned, if you need help, there's the Women Who Code DC channel. That's the Career Services Day. You can request access at that link there. You can also Twitter. My direct messages are open as well as Sabahat, so you can follow us and message us directly if you need questions, if you have questions. And we'll also be monitoring the Meetup page as well, but that's not as frequent as the Slack and Twitter since that's happening very, very frequently. But you can post your comment there and we'll address it as well. Okay. Just for privacy and security, make sure not to share any links to Zoom or Google Meet one-on-ones with anyone else, especially on public social media accounts. And make sure that your Zoom application is up to date with the latest versions for the security reasons. So that's just a quick note on that. Anything else privacy and security wise?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, just don't share any private links on public sites.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. And then so if you have questions for our speakers as they're talking and getting interviewed, you have some additional questions you want to ask, you can go to this link here for Slido and ask those questions, and you can upvote other questions from people in the community as well.
Yep.
Sound good?
Sounds great. Thank you, Victoria.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, we're doing our one-on-one job prep starting here at 10:30, and then we'll have our speaker session starting at 11, and we'll get moving right along. If you have a resume, you're actively job searching and you want your resume to be looked at by recruiters, we have 3 companies who are reviewing resumes today for active roles. STSI, my current company, Research Innovations. I don't know, do they have a blurb for us to talk about their company at all?
No, but I think we can easily look them up on the web. Yeah, we don't have a blurb for them.
Okay. But they are another company from another Women Who Code member, so I'm sure they are fantastic, and they will be active throughout the day, so you can reach out to those folks, as well as Nordstrom is actively recruiting for fully remote roles as well. So definitely send your resume into this email address if you want to be contacted by our event partners, and they will reach out. Okay. So again, any questions, you've got 3 different ways to reach out. Please let us know. We are here to help. This day is all about promoting women in careers in technology. So that's what we're here for. There are no stupid questions. And we hope everybody has a really fantastic day. Thanks to our sponsors again.
Thank you. And see everybody on Slack and Meetup and Twitter.
Yep, absolutely.